All right, it's about 6:30. I call the meeting to order. Need for executive session, legal, personnel, and contracts. Do we have any more to add to our list? So we're
I
good.
believe so.
Okay. Need to amend the agenda. I have add copier discussion to new business. Is there anything else? Can I get a motion?
Make a motion, we approve the agenda as presented.
Second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, as adopted. Select board minutes from September 17th. Any problems with that? Pretty good. Select board minutes, September 24th.
Those were corrected, right?
Yes, they were correct.
Yes.
Okay.
No problem.
Select board minutes, October 1st. Everybody good? Liquor board minutes, October 1st. Water and sewer commission minutes, October 1st. Do you have anything? Okay, interim town managers report.
The auditors were here October 1st to 3rd. We were able to provide them with all of the information they needed to complete the in-house portion of the audit. Chris Matt, he's the audit lead this year, is hoping to have something to us by the end of November for our audit, a preliminary audit. I had a citizen concerned with moving the drop box. He's concerned that those that are handicapped and disabled cannot easily access the box now. I've answered several citizen questions and concerns about the quarterly water billing. We notified those on Toronto Road and Pat Lee Drive about the construction happening this week to replace Pat Lee Drive's water line. I also put it in the Pittsford, Vermont community group on Facebook and posted it on our website ahead of time. I followed up with Hunter Excavating about Kendall Hill Road damage. Brett met with Chad Ujier on Friday. I haven't heard how that turned out. Liz, working with the McClure Library staff, was able to find a veteran for our Veterans Day ceremony. This is almost fully planned and ready for advertising. Liz and I also met with the veteran on Friday. He's quite the character. He should be an interesting one. Annual haunted house will be happening October 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th. And I just want to remind people that's cash only. They don't take credit cards for those coming. On the 7th, I met with Maggie and Logan from Rutland Regional Planning Commission about the municipal planning grant for the LEMP 5-year renewal. Maggie's done much of the legwork for this, and it's further in the discussions. I did attend VLCT Passive Verbs annual meeting October 7th. There was nothing alarming there. The slate of officers went in. They did end up moving an alternate to a permanent position due to Dave Atherton's passing after they had done the nominations, but it made sense. I did attend VLCT's Town Fair on October 8th. I went to seminars on the Dignity Index, the process for a bond vote, capital planning, and a town manager's roundtable discussion. I plan on using the information from the capital planning seminar to assist with a capital plan construction during this next year. And the process for a bond vote really opened my eyes to the entire process. I attended the Vermont Town and City Management Association's Fall Conference on October 9th. This mostly focused on the CHIP program, which is Community Housing Infrastructure Program. I think this could be a great opportunity for the town of Pittsford to collaborate with developers in the town to bring new affordable housing while also helping to build our infrastructure. And it wouldn't be any costs out of pocket with the way that it's structured. And sometime I'd like to have a little discussion about it, but not tonight. There's a new pathway standard 10 right behind my town manager's report. That's information on why equity is in the enhanced energy plan. This was sent by Devin Neary. And the Vermont Short-Term Rental Summit, I just put that in there for your information in case you're interested in it.
Did you include a copy of the report in this?
And the enhanced energy plan? No, because it was in the last one. It wasn't. Yeah.
Okay. You give me a copy.
Yep.
Why am I running along any other?
Should be, it's plugged in.
Page 23 is what Devin sent.
Yep. It's part.
Completely plugged in.
Was it out?
Oh, it's out down there?
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Look.
Hit right there, and I bet it's right there.
There it is.
It was part of a larger packet that had all of the standards that should be in an enhanced energy plan. So if you want, I can forward the entire packet to you. What Devin sent.
Probably.
Okay,
I believe we're discussing that at the next meeting, so.
okay.
So Devin sent more?
He sent an entire thing, but he said the part that dealt with equity was on this specific page. So I just printed that one specific page, but I will print out to include in your next packet the entire thing that Devin sent.
So there's a half a page on it. That's really.
Yeah, that's one page, yeah.
6 pages in the folder.
Oh, okay. Any other questions for Ann? Select board remarks.
2. Yeah, I just notified the board, I did have a comment from a second homeowner in town that they've been broken into 2 or 3 times over the last year. I only see them once a year when they come in the fall, and said that they called into the police and got no response a couple times. I'm gonna talk to Ann about the specifics on this, but he was really kind of disturbed that he didn't get a response back after being broken into. And I've got to agree with him.
Where did he call?
He left a
Pittsford?
message
Pittsford or 911?
on the Pittsford. Yeah, so he came up and found the break-in, and he said it happened a couple times. So, and one of the times he did finally get somebody, but, he said that one time it was twice with no response. That unacceptable. I gotta read the message.
Depends on which line they call,
Yeah,
because we have 2 separate lines. One goes to chief, one goes to everybody else. And we're pretty good if that light's blinking to check it, it return the calls.
well, we'll see if we can chase that down.
Is all that stuff recorded?
I'm
Is
sorry,
that recorded so that you can gain access to those calls?
yeah,
They are recorded.
yeah, I mean, if they call and leave the message,
But
when we come in, the light will blink, we know there's a message on it, we'll go in and listen to it, take down the information and call them back.
was there, I'm saying, is there a way to backtrack that?
If it's deleted, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I'll give that information and I'll let you chase that down. One other issue, there's been quite a bit of dumping of garbage going on Route 7 in Pittsford over the last week or 2. Boxes of material just left in some of our side roads, and even had a recliner out there Saturday morning on the side of the road somebody dropped.
Whereabouts are you on Route 7? Whereabouts?
Route 7 south.
From itself.
Down there, our place. I get to see it, so,
Yeah.
picks right up. And we, the people that were in front of it, we picked it up. But these are big things. They're not just little things.
Yeah.
So I just want to notify that it seems to me, especially after our RV 5-week incident of dumping of the hugest garbage around, that we need to keep our eyes open. If we see something, we should report it in. That's all.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Who's the young guy at the transfer station?
John Wyman
Yeah.
Jr., I think.
Has he talked to you about wanting to build the cover again?
Nope.
He says he's talked to a number of contractors and nobody is too interested in getting them a bid. Can we put something in the newsletter? It's not a huge project. You wouldn't have to be an architect to put it up.
I'll meet with them and see what they want and see what I can do to put an RFP out.
When he was here, we told them to get something designed.
Right,
And
yeah,
when we
remember
look
that.
at it, well, they're not having any luck
No luck.
with somebody to do it. So,
I'll go talk to them. I've talked to them on a couple of other matters, so
okay.
they're super friendly.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
that it? Yep. Public comment? Donna?
Sure. Okay, so I emailed the board about the enhanced energy plan. And Mark did get back to me about his feelings of this vote. So, I researched that a little bit. I called Rutland Regional because, it was stated apparently, from what Mark said in the paper, that, there was no statute stating that equity had to be in the plan. So when I called Devin, he said, absolutely, it does have to be in the plan. And that's why I gave you those definitions. And also I've got the Act 174. So I read this page. This is the page 23, I believe you have. So then I went into it a little further so I could see exactly what the meat of this is. And it's in the comprehensive energy plan. There was one done in 2016 and then an update done in 2022. And basically, there's one quote saying that equity is the core criteria defined in the state statute that guides the energy policy, including, and it basically it's 30 VSA 2020, 202A. So basically there is a statute and it's under Title 30, which is public service, and it does talk about the equity. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention because Devin pretty much said that if that's not in there, we're not going to be able to have an enhanced energy plan. And I think it's, I'd like to see that energy plan, and we never get anybody coming to the planning commission meetings. And when people were really upset about the out-of-state solar coming in and these big impact fields, people were upset about it, and they even went to regional, and that was the only way they could get some kind of meat into saying we don't want it with the public service board. So I just wanted to say, I mean, I think the people definitely want it. I think we've definitely spent a lot of time on it and written a grant, and I think, the taxpayers are paid, what was it, $4,000, I believe, for that. So I just wanted you to reconsider.
That is on the agenda for the next meeting, so gives us time to think about it and research it. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Clarification. What is that statute number again? please?
Yeah, sure. So it's basically, it's under Title 30 called Public Service, and it's 30 VSA.
Well, it looks like
which is Vermont-
30 VSA?
Yeah, Vermont statute,
Page
annotated 202A. And that I found in the 2022 Comprehensive Energy.
Anybody else?
Comments about that or other?
Public comments. If you have something that's on the agenda, then
No. Not on the agenda. Simple statement. Radar, speed radar, mobile unit. There's been one on the West Creek Road, yes, it's the West Creek Road
Yeah.
for a month plus,
Not working.
does not work.
I know, I was gonna mention that.
It does not work, and it has not worked since day one. I called the PD and left a message. I'm guessing it went to the chief's voicemail because I didn't punch in a special extension. It just uses that extension. Why are we renting it?
We don't.
We don't run.
we
it.
own it.
We own it. Oh, that's
We own it.
worse.
Well,
We own it.
It hasn't worked since day one that it was up there. Not one day.
So is this the one that's by Bobby's?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've only been by it once. I thought it was working, but maybe not.
worked.
No, it only tells you your speed, but doesn't say what the speed is. The numbers don't light up. It
Right.
just says your speed and that's it.
Oh, okay. So,
So it doesn't give you a speed.
all right. Okay. So is that something we're looking into or?
It's something that we're fully aware of and we're trying to remedy the situation. I told the wrong people and it didn't get taken care of, so I informed the right people last week and it's being taken care of.
There's your answer.
Now I have another one, if that's okay.
Yep.
Talking about the excessive number of unregistered vehicles on neighbor's property. I can see 9. from the street, and I believe there are two below his house also. And nothing has been done. Have they been fined? Have they been brought to any place where they're gonna do something? I noticed that Artie did pull two of the vehicles back to what might be out of the town right of way, but there's one that's not. And actually, some of the other ones right in his driveway are right in the town right of way also.
Did Jeff handle this?
Jeff's burying his head. I have talked to an officer that was up there dealing with a dog complaint, and I asked him about running plates to see what was registered, not registered, and he said most of them are missing their plates. And so I asked Jeff to take care of it, and I don't believe he's done.
And how long ago did you ask Jeff to do this?
Probably at least 2 weeks ago.
Is that a multiple ask?
No, it was a verbal, so it needs to be typed out and sent to him again, and
No, have you asked before that?
I've asked for him to stay on top of it. He was supposed to take another ride.
Well, yeah, I thought that was part of the whole thing, like, from what we've been working on.
Yep. But I will follow up again.
So no fines, no conversations, no movement really at all? I expect to find nails in my driveway tomorrow, so I'm just asking questions before I act. It's a pretty serious thing. Are we gonna do anything? Are we just gonna let him bring more vehicles in if he wants to, or?
I think the answer is no. We're trying to get something remedied here. And
Right.
we have multiple people involved, obviously, that we have to get them to follow through on things. So I guess that would be the answer, I would say.
Okay, with that said,
Senator.
Yes.
it's been 3 years in the making that nobody has done anything.
Oh, no, that's not true. We've been working on this for quite a while, so that is an incorrect statement about
Okay,
nobody
well-
doing anything.
Well, I don't see anything on my neighbor's property being done. How's that? Has he been fined? No. He's still got 9 vehicles that are
Are
visible.
you talking just the vehicle?
Which
You just talking about,
location?
Artie Jr.,
This is already Junior.
are you talking just about the vehicles?
yes.
Okay.
And if you want to talk about all the junk in his driveway, we can add that in there too. It looks like a junkyard. It's
Well,
deplorable.
I think it's inaccurate to say we haven't been trying to do something there and has been putting quite a bit of work into it, but we have others that haven't finished their.
I'm
work.
sorry I said it that way.
I just want to be clear.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. It's not just sitting, it's just not going anywhere either.
Any changes
Point three.
on the other properties?
I have
Anybody
talked,
reporting to you?
Ashley's place looks spectacular.
Ashley's actually.
Wait a minute. What'd you say?
Almost spectacular. There's still a lot of junk.
You don't get
I don't think I'd use that,
recorded.
I wouldn't use that term spectacular, but there has been.
It's a huge difference.
There's
Well,
a
Ashley's
boom.
trying to address it.
Yeah.
There's 2 vehicles left in her yard.
Let's let Ann talk.
Ashley did come see me, I think it was right before our last meeting, and she said that she was going to be continuing to work on the property as she could between weather, kids, and finances, but she's planning on continuing to improve her property.
So there's improvement on Ashley's place.
Yes.
What about,
Wayne Senior,
yeah,
as far as I know, most or all of the stuff, when I talked to him last, I told him that there was like a black box or something that I thought was still in our right of way. And he and I kind of went back and forth, and he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about, so it must have been moved at this point. And I honestly have not driven by again to see, but I haven't gotten as many complaints about his.
But the other
place
things were
either.
moved out of the right of way.
Everything
Is that
else
correct?
was pretty much out of the right of way, and he did, and he gave me the paperwork, he registered vehicles, and then he also, salvage yard. I think it was 5 or 7 of them, and he brought me all the papers showing that he had taken them all in. You know, the pieces of paper that you get when you salvage something. So he had one more he was gonna try to get out, but I believe at that point, he's within the limits of the ordinance having just one, I'm gonna call it junk car. Or mud bog or whatever, unregistered vehicle. But that one at that point was stuck and he needed help and didn't have the help to try to get it out of whatever hole it was in.
Do you think it would be a good idea for Ann to put this in writing to Jeff and also say that it's not just this location, if he has others that he needs to act on, he needs to act on it now.
About time he
I'd
does
like
that,
an
Frank.
update from Jeff, exactly what he's.
Definitely, he needs to get him at our next meeting.
I think that's a good idea.
And not by Zoom,
No, he needs to be here in person.
because the last time he was told to come, he
told-
did Zoom.
Did Zoom. So he needs to be sitting in that chair.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Agree with that.
Well, also at the same time, I mean, doesn't the zoning board have meetings? He go and express his grievances to the zoning board?
Right down with it.
I think it's starting stops here, really, we've gotta get him here.
I don't think it's
And
a
stuff,
review of the
Zoning.
planning
It's not.
commission or the ZBA.
All right, that's a good.
You know, junk, updated junk ordinance.
No,
I didn't give you the old one only because this is the new one that VLCT released. And the only thing that we tweaked on it was adding hazardous waste into it. And also under the violation of screening requirements, Jeff had put about needing the permit and what is for screening and so forth. And we have under junk and junk vehicles definition, we added no more than 2 vehicles may be openly stored or parked that are not currently inspected and registered. This total of 2 vehicles also includes vehicles for the purposes of competitive racing, motorsports, or demolition derbies. I didn't know how to word it otherwise, that's why it says demolition derbies.
So on the screening part, VLCT
VLCT,
said what and Jeff said what?
so, I'd have to double check what VLCT had versus what Jeff had. But this made it so that if the owner of the junk or junk motor vehicles does not remove or screen the items from view within 30 days from the date of mailing of the written notice by the enforcement officer may notify the appropriate state agencies. Failure to remove the screening from items from view within 30 days from the date of mailing of the written notice by the enforcement officer is a violation of this ordinance. I think most of that came from VLCT.
Well, you said something about a permit to get the screening? Didn't you say something about Jeff wanted a
Yep.
permit for that or something?
Yeah, and I'm trying to.
That's what he
find where
said
it
at the
was.
last meeting
Yeah.
and was told that it wasn't realistic.
Well, yeah, do you wanna make it harder for people to make things better?
It's
Yeah,
shooting
that's
yourself
just
in
my
the foot.
thoughts.
It's
Right.
shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, yeah,
Well, so fence higher than 5 feet needs a permit, am I right?
Yes.
Still,
yeah.
but tree plantings, I don't
Right.
think.
I was gonna say shrubs don't.
Required for tree planting.
No,
to try-
I think it's under, I think it's for salvage yards. All salvage yards must be effectively screened from public view by a fence or vegetation at least 6 feet high. Any fence must be of sound construction of solid vertical board or stockade type construction and must be maintained neatly and in good repair. Such a fence may not be used for advertising signs or other displays which are visible from the main travel way of a highway, and any vegetation used for screening must be of sufficient density to effectively screen the area from view. Failure to provide screening as required herein will be considered a violation of this ordinance. And then we have permits required right after that.
Yeah, why would you require a permit? Doesn't make sense.
No, that's the permit for a salvage yard, which
salvage yard.
For the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. but the
Well,
house
good
there.
question when Jeff comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cause why do you wanna make it harder for people to
To,
make it so their neighbors don't have to look at something?
And I think
Well,
that's,
Could be to ensure that the screening is sufficient. You know, they may say they plant 3 trees 12 feet apart, that's screening, but.
I can,
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
there,
I
it
think
doesn't
that's
have
fair.
to be sufficient to block it, so.
what I can do is I can pull up again what the model VLCT one is and put in red what's
Red,
different
yeah.
between the two.
Any of those, it's better if
Yep.
we get them in, that way
yeah,
we
that way
know.
we know what's.
what's been changed.
Yep, I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Put that on the agenda.
Dan, you remember the zoning permit that came before ZBA 15 years ago? That the person had to plant vegetation and he planted dead trees. You don't remember that one?
Planted dead trees.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but this says it has to be
Uh-huh.
sufficient to screen it. Dead trees aren't gonna screen it, so. That's,
Then pine tree.
well,
Yeah.
I suppose if you put it up, but then it's a.
Route
4
7.
fence, So, yes. All right.
Farm your property.
Okay, so we wanna table that at this point till we
Yeah.
get Jeff in here to find out.
And I'll do the red highlights.
So I didn't actually hear an answer that we have given summonses or fines to anyone for the problems that they're have created. The junkyards.
I don't believe that has happened yet.
No.
That's, Jeff has been told to do that, and I don't believe it has happened. So,
I believe at one point they figured out notices that were supposed to be given weren't done to a letter. So he was instructed to reissue.
restart the whole process again. Our lawyer, from what I remember, lawyer looked at everything we had done for, like you say, the last 3 years. And because of the way it was done, he wasn't comfortable pursuing off of that. So we started the process again. And at this point,
We don't have an answer because Jeff's not here.
because Jeff's not here, but he hopefully will be here at the next meeting. So that would be a time for you to ask him, and we will ask him.
I think he was supposed to do it. Am I not
Well,
mistaken?
you can ask questions of the
You can ask
board.
the board
You can ask the board and we can ask him
at that time.
at that time. Yeah,
Well, then I think I'll get out of your hair. I'm sure you don't mind that at all.
whatever.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, sure, that's. You too.
We get paid to make you feel good, you know.
You know what? I don't care how I feel.
Fine, do
And
something.
you shouldn't either because it's just gonna keep going until something actually happens, right? So when that happens, maybe we'll have a party.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
all right, yep,
Right.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right, FY 2027 budget.
Dare invite you.
Okay,
And I had a question.
Yep.
In regards to this.
Yep.
From the material you gave us last time.
Okay, it might have changed between that last time and this time.
No, this is just budget status report.
Oh,
Just from
okay,
a
so that's
couple
this
things
fiscal
in
year.
there. Yeah, which equates to our budget as well.
Yep.
So obviously, our legal fees are quite a bit more than we planned on. We're about double at this point. We're not one of the year. The other one was. We have some huge overrides in the police department on new equipment ammo. and Contract services.
So contract services is the building expense for our men to work the building, and then there's an offsetting revenue under the revenue line.
Just want to make sure we're going.
And the ammo is also new equipment, and that's where the Motorola contract went.
Under that.
Oh.
So it's not ammo.
No. No, because it's also,
So
it's new equipment / ammo. I don't know why that account is named that. It drives me bonkers. But what's in there is the Motorola contract.
Okay, so that is that contract.
Yes.
The budget for 6,000, that's a 32.
Yeah,
That's such a
and
big
that's
difference.
because it's the Motorola, that was the Motorola contract.
No problem. though. Okay, I have one more, want to ask you. Under the recreation department. The supplies. Is over quite a bit, and the day camp supplies are over. quite a
Eh,
bit.
Okay, so I'd
Is
have
there a reasoning for that, or just?
day camp, we ended up with more campers than planned on, and with the field trips, the busing costs more, I believe, than what had originally been planned for, but there's offsetting revenue that we weren't anticipating that we received in.
Gotcha.
Let me look, I think I general. Under new equipment purchases, building maintenance. I think this is in general on page 10.
Okay, that was the last.
New
packet,
equipment
so I don't have it.
purchases, we budgeted 3,000, we're at 12,000 in that category right now.
Can I come over and see what you're looking at?
Sorry.
What was the heading of the account, Mark?
That is for highway. And I will have to look at
General highway.
the general highway fund, so I'll have to look and see what the new equipment purchase
The one that-
that's in there.
Okay,
But I will look.
yep, that's fine. And I think. More. Under the sewer fund, what page?
No, he's looking at something from last time, so you guys don't-
Oh, that's.
Budget status report.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Under the sewer fund,
yeah,
the maintenance and repairs,
yeah,
what's the 52,000? In that.
that
category?
is Plains Road paving. Which needs to be moved to a capital account.
Okay,
Um,
so that needs to be moved. Okay,
the auditors and I were trying to figure out, because I didn't realize at first that you can't post to the fund accounts, there have to be sub accounts. And I'm having a hard time finding the sub account numbers that used to be used, so I'm trying to figure that out so that I can plug it into the right area.
this is a placeholder? Is
It's
that
a
what you're telling me?
placeholder right now.
That's fine then, that's all.
I don't have an option right now
Right,
until we
no.
figure out the chart of accounts the right
Nope,
way.
those are all decent answers except for that one.
Yeah, I'll look into that one. I
Yep.
don't know. Off the top of my head.
Okay, that's fine.
Anybody else have anything? Well, you good?
Good.
Personal use of social media policy.
So I went and Facebook stalked other cities, towns, states, social media policies and took a little bit of each one that I kind of liked and came up with this one. I have not had Gary double check it yet. But I can easily have him double check it. But I wanted to put it to you, this one is a little bit more comprehensive than the original one that I had given you a meeting or two ago. It's got more substance to it. Basically, it's saying that your employees need to be truthful, courteous, and respectful towards humanity while even not on a clock because everybody's being watched with what they're posting on social media. And it just says that you can't post not public information. If you're in a capacity, you don't want to post anything that you know that shouldn't be posted publicly. No cyberbullying, you can't release private or confidential data, no unlawful activities. No inappropriate use of the town's name, logo, or employee's position or title. Says you cannot use your town email for your social media account. That kind of thing in it. But I can have Gary double check it if you guys would prefer.
I think I would have, yeah, then I would have Gary look at it.
Yeah.
Then we'll move it next.
Move it next, yeah. So if he looks it over and it's good.
Tabled.
Table.
Table it till next meeting.
Yeah.
Truck quote or truck body quote for highway department truck.
So I did talk to Chad about this. He would like to replace the 2011 Kenworth and the 2018 Western Star with this one truck. He'd like to downsize the fleet and eliminate both those trucks and add this one.
2011 Kenworth.
That's what he told me. It's a 2011 and a 2018.
We don't have a 20 of that. Kenworth is not that old.
Kenworth, we just got a Kenworth.
You just got, yeah.
You and I went to Burlington. and-
Yeah, I looked at it. That isn't a 2011.
No,
Is that the
felt-
2018 then? So switch them, Western Star.
In 24,
See,
boy, I don't even think it's
That's not that one.
2018, is it?
I don't think so.
Is that the one that initially fell off the truck?
No,
No, that's the
This
international.
is big truck.
this is a big truck.
So why is he so if he's getting rid of the Kenworth, that's our newest truck.
He said he doesn't have to. He said he could eliminate both of them and just do this one truck or do the oldest truck.
Let's have him.
We need
Yeah.
to.
We need him to
Yeah,
come in
he's
and explain it to us,
Yeah.
'cause
I'm
None of
lost on
this-
that one. But the.
that Kenworth is, 2020 maybe, 5 years ago, Tom? I've only been
Yeah.
on here 6 years.
I was gonna say it.
5,
Been
6
4 or
years.
5
It is.
years.
Yeah, that's only 4, so 2021 maybe, not 2011?
Could be 21.
Could be a 21.
Let's have him come in.
Yeah, he needs to-
Okay.
Rather than-
I'm just
Yeah,
going by
we
what you
gotta-
said, so.
yeah.
Well, the
that-
problem that we had to go up to Burlington to, you and I had to.
Well, because they
They just
sent us the
done-
one with the wrong frame and the wrong
Yeah.
windows.
That's right,
And we went up, looked at it, and then we got the one that we'd ordered,
that's right,
because they didn't bring in the
We
one
wouldn't
we
pick.
ordered.
that's right.
So yeah, please bring him in.
Yep.
All right, new business, copier discussion before I forget it.
So that's the piece of paper I gave you. Both copiers here in the conference room and in the town clerk's office are starting to run into issues. They are both up, their leases were up. That one was up before I started here. The other one was up, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. The Visualize It gentleman that Helen has dealt with for years came in. He wants to bring in an Epsom for us to try. He wants to bring it in next Thursday for us to try. If we like it, he wants us to lease it, which is what I gave you each a copy of. I have not signed anything yet. I know it says my name, but I did not sign anything yet. It's 60 months for $194.03 a month. It works out to just shy of $12,000 over the 5 years. It's for an Epsom EPWFAMC 4000. And it does include 3,000 black and white copies and 300 color copies a month, I believe.
So the other two leases are up.
The other 2 leases have been up. I believe this one was before I started here and the other one came up.
As I assume they stay here.
They bought them.
When you, at the end of the lease,
Bought out.
It's us.
yeah.
Leases of that.
That one was initially in the clerk's office.
Yeah, so what I guess before I came, what they always did is the clerks get the new one and then that other one comes down here. This one's to the point where like I was in the select board packets yesterday, Tom was sitting here waiting for his and his was the first one to spit out and it got 2/3 of the way through it. It told me that the tray was full, so I had to shut down the whole entire thing, wait, and then redo it. The other one is starting to have issues too, but not as many. We'd like to get by with just one, or if they both crash out, we'll just use one. We make a lot less copies than our predecessors did in both offices, so.
So what you're looking to do is the one that's in the clerk's
Clerk's
office,
office will
move that
come-
down here.
Right,
That one will go away.
away,
The new one will go in the clerk's office.
Yeah.
And then when the one that you're moving down here fails, you'll just have
that's
the
the
one.
one,
That's the plan.
yes.
Okay.
Is there an income associated with the one in the clerk's office?
The clerks,
Well, they
they
charge-
charge
they
for
charge for-
copies, it's in the budget, how much they charge for copies and that kind of thing.
194 a month,
$194.03 a month for 60 months.
offset by,
Not
you don't
that
need to
much.
get a figure, but some of it's offset.
A little bit of it.
Very little
I
of it.
will say not a
Yeah,
lot.
not much.
Certified copies, last year was $670,
Yeah.
but you also have your
Mhm.
recording fees and photocopy.
Remotes.
Photocopy,
So you're only paying,
that's your certified copy fees. Your photocopy fees was $1,890.80.
so you don't have to pay
So-
for it.
Paying for itself.
Kind of paying for it,
Well, at least half a year, yeah.
Yeah,
so they might as well get something. that
I'd say,
works.
it's
Well,
because they are
it's
both
potential.
old. I know that's an old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's older than I am. That's getting old.
Okay, so.
It's not dirt.
I know, almost.
Is this who we always use?
That's
Yeah,
who,
we priced anybody else.
we have not, this is who Helen had set up before she went out on medical leave to try this Epson, copier, and I have not looked elsewhere.
But that's the other problem, Mark, that they're gonna run into, as they did with the computer, is nobody's dealing with them anymore.
They actually have three,
I know.
yeah, but sometimes.
Staples doesn't do any program like that.
Not that I'm aware of. I've used them for commercial business stuff and
I
they
don't,
don't even sell anything that big. I did look online for like purchasing a big copier.
They don't have it.
You can't find them
No.
readily, easily. And
The Mason doesn't have anything.
I didn't check them. I checked Staples, Amazon. They were all really funky. I didn't feel comfortable with any of them. And I did like
That's a lot of
I
stuff.
did a general search for this copier model and not many had that one either.
So is there maintenance or repair that comes with this
So there,
contract?
I don't know what this paper is. There's another maintenance agreement. But it's just what's above the 3,300 and, if we go over that, it's just as it says here, 0.006 for a black and white and 0.059 for a color copy. If it was above and beyond that 3,000 and that 300.
No. What I was asking is if it breaks down, it breaks.
Come fix
There's
it.
a maintenance
The
contract.
lease, so
That's part of the,
that's part, okay, that was my question.
I'm sorry,
All right, well, no, I didn't explain it
confused.
the right way. No, I saw the extra.
So to the
Yeah.
60 months, they come and repair something down,
Yes,
so I said. That's
That's
kind of, yeah, they do,
That's-
they do.
yeah,
work
that's
out.
huge.
I mean, they
But-
still automatically mail us the toners for these two, they have it networked in, so they know how much toner we're going through, so they automatically send it. Most of the time, we don't have to call them. I've had to call them, I think, twice since I've been here.
All right, what do people think?
I think it's time we replace them, I guess.
300 color copies isn't a lot, but they have no way of tracking it yet. Well, the recording stuff isn't in color.
No,
I
the
don't
color-
know color stuff to do.
The color,
It's mostly black and white.
it's mostly black and white. You have color with zoning and you have color with rec, because rec for posters are in, for the different activities are in color that we post around town.
So it's
Okay.
not a huge amount.
It's not a huge amount. Occasionally I put some of your packet stuff in color, like when I have red
Right.
ink or something like that, but I try not to excessively use color because I know it does.
there's no other copier companies.
I'd have to research.
I don't have a problem with trying it, but I really would prefer to have at least one other competitive bid. I mean, that's just.
Well, and they're not on the run, I mean,
Rutland.
Masons and Rutland, part of it was bought out by Foley's several years ago.
I just had them come into my store the other day with catalog and card and. Yeah, let us know what we can do for you, so.
May's good.
I haven't seen them in 2 years, but I can look at.
I think we should get at least one, man. If we can.
Try to, yeah, put it out for.
I don't have a problem with trying it though, at least you'll know if that's,
If it's the one you want or not.
Yeah,
but I
okay,
think we do have to impose the,
okay.
just personal opinion.
What was the model on that?
That was consensus of the board.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so we are. Okay. I don't want to step on your toes. So Vermont Alert Manager appointment.
So I attended a training session on the VT alert. You may have seen them on your phones or on social media where they say Vermont Alert. Currently, the town of Pittsford has roughly 300 residents that are signed up for VT alert. And then we also have 4,000 non-residents signed up for Pittsburgh VT alert. We have no managers of our account, so we are not able to post any VT alerts. So, cause I asked, they said that you have to be nominated in or written in, you know, by the select board in order to have a manager of, and you can have several managers if you want, but they have never received it. Pittsford signed up when it first came out in like 2016, 17, whatever, but no manager was ever on record. So there's no manager, so we are not able to post to VTO.
So do we have anyone who has expressed interest in being this person? So
Yeah.
would the first thing to do, put out in the newsletter that
well,
we're looking,
So this is, I think you're gonna have to find, it's gonna have to be like your EMD, your fire chief, your police chief, because they have to be,
okay,
it's somebody that has to be aware that there's an accident, because this is for like, the road is closed due to an accident, or there's
Okay.
flooding on Elms, you know, flooding on Elm Street is closed.
Do the flooding.
Depot Hill is closed. It's that kind of thing. They're usually something
Jason,
quick that's happened that you want to let people know about. It's 150 characters or less. They have a program and it shoots it right out.
Okay.
How about Jason Davis?
We can ask him.
I mean, he does all of that stuff.
right,
He knows
I
the
mean,
stuff and-
you got Bill, you
Yeah.
got Chad. See if they're
Well, I
willing to
gotta
do it, I
reach out
guess.
to Jason, he does our dispatching at the firehouse.
He does a dispatch,
Yeah. he
okay,
does our paperwork.
but he wouldn't know what Chad's doing.
No, but they can get
No,
ahold of
we
him.
can get,
They could,
and we can have multiple managers, like sometimes.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, if we had Jason to cover, was he's emergency in that, and then Chad.
Chad on
So
highway.
I think, my personal opinion is ask them if they're willing to do it,
Okay.
and then
Somebody on the
if they
PD
are,
run that
then
or-
we'll,
so they can
appoint
put
'em.
that-
Do you want me to put Sean on there? Because there is a capability of doing boil water notices
Yeah,
via
sure.
VT alert too. I'll ask them all.
FY26 municipal resolution for municipal planning grant approval.
So this is the planning grant I went to meet with Maggie about for our 5-year LEMP. I gave you, I think. Did I give you this application guide?
Yeah.
Didn't think so.
So this is, Maggie filled most of this out. I have to fill out a little bit of it still, and input it in. And then, this just basically says, and I believe I gave you a copy of it, so I pulled it out of my packets. It's the resolution, we, the municipality of town of Pittsburgh is applying for funding as provided for the fiscal year 26. So this is just saying that you want to apply for the grant. So you just have to make the motion. On here, we do need to put, we can have town manager, another alternate authorizing official, and then a grant administrator. So they said it can be the executive officer can be the select board member, town manager, city manager, town administrator. The secondary one, I did ask if we could use like assistant town clerk, bookkeeper, etc. They said yes, so we can use Corey or Dolores. I've talked to them both. They said they didn't care which one was the alternate if we wanted to do it that way.
Can I get a motion?
Make a motion, we appoint.
Second.
Second.
Any just more discussion on this? All in favor? Aye, opposed? Okay. Town report printing contract.
So, this is where we've gone. We did put this out to bid a couple years ago. And Repro was still by far the cheapest. They emailed us the contract, Mary Dearborn did. She's the one I've dealt with since I came here for the town report. These are her prices, either 2025 only, 25 and 26, or 25, 26, and 27 reports. Right now, it's at 1,650 copies. We are working on purging the voter checklist. We may be able to get that down. But as of right now, that's how many we sent out last year. And then, well, sent out and had extras for the offices
Right.
and to have at town meeting just in case somebody forgot theirs. It was 1,650.
You said, have you put out to more than this or?
We did, I think, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before.
Okay.
I know it was when Dave was here, so it was in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And they were still by far the cheapest out of the ones that we did receive bids from. We put it in the paper, we advertised it, we sent it to some, and they were the only ones that, or, you know, we had 2 or 3 responses, but they were by far the cheapest.
We've never had any issues with them either.
No,
I was
but-
Mary's been amazing. She worked through the first year when I was doing it by myself and freaking out. She was super helpful, and she's actually bought Repro in the last year, so she now owns it.
So can I get a motion on that?
Can I, yeah, we have 3 options, 25, 25 and 26, or 25, 26 and 27.
And the price is the same?
It drops.
It dropped, okay.
1 year is 6,240, 2 years, each year would be 6,075, or if we do all 3 years, it'd be $5,849 per year. And then it has each copy plus or minus, and then if we add or subtract, we just,
We don't have to pay it up front though, or we still pay it yearly.
we pay it yearly.
Make a motion to go through your time, please.
I second that.
Any discussion?
So it'd be 5,849 per year.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, town report photos and dedication nomination request.
I would just like to request that people email me, call me, drop off photos or dedications that they would like to see. Town fair this year, they actually had a town report award that they gave for the best town report. And a lot of them contained photos or simplified it down. So they just released a guide to make your town report more user friendly in the last couple of days with VLCT. So I'd like to incorporate some of their things to make it so it's not just a boring financial book for people to look at.
Sounds good.
So I'd love for people to give me input or photos or people that they'd like to see it dedicated to, that kind of thing.
Good. So, yep, and we've got, a newsletter coming out pretty quick.
The newsletter is just got picked up today, but we'll have another one coming out. We're gonna try to start it at the beginning of December. It's taking longer and longer for printing, so that's something we're gonna have to be looking at. Probably at the first part of December so that people would get it in time. Because I need to have everything to the printers by mid-January, so this would give me time to help compile things into if people have more ideas.
Well, people know from the meeting and.
Yep, and word of mouth too.
Word of mouth, yep. Police cruiser quotes.
So you have 2 different ones. One's a Durango and one's a Tahoe. I'm gonna let Bill talk. Cause I've done a lot of talking tonight.
First question,
Yes.
is this on the planned replacement schedule?
The PD does not have a planned replacement schedule currently. Right now, I can tell you,
Well, how much money do we have set aside for this point?
right now, $22,000. In November, we will have in that account. I can tell you that the 2017 Durango we have right now, just since July, has cost us $2,122.91 in repairs that we know of and have bills for. However, I think it is still currently broke down.
Well, it started to rain the other day.
Okay.
We think that there's issues with the motor mounts again. The other day, power steering went, and then the transmission started to not shift. So it's becoming a safety issue. It's overdue. It's tired.
Mid miles on.
I don't know, I'd have to go and look.
Who's been servicing it?
Jared Thunder.
Thunder towing,
Undertone,
Thunder Tone.
up in Brandon.
Brandon.
He's been servicing it?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
No.
So, can you remind me, when was the last vehicle we replaced?
So we have 22 and 23 Durangos. The 23 was actually bought, I believe, in
Last-
22.
Last year,
No, it was 2 years ago. 'Cause
Year-
We dug ourselves,
year before that.
we've dug ourselves out of the
2
hole.
years
So
ago.
2 years ago.
2 fiscal years ago, yes. We've dug
I'm
ourselves,
having a discussion.
we just dug ourselves back out of the financial hole from that one.
Part of the issue with this one, there's no more warranty for it, so it's starting to nickel and dime us.
Yeah.
You buy it new?
Yeah,
Yeah, all our cars.
Yeah, they've all been new.
Mileage
They're all
on,
new.
he asked that before, Bill.
Mhm.
yeah, I'd have to run out and look,
Well, mileage, I mean, it's sitting running so much
Yeah.
that it's,
yeah,
it's not mileage, it's
Or
mileage
idle hour
hours.
meter.
yeah.
The hours is what kills them.
So I'd like to broad brush this up front before we get into the discussion. I personally don't think we should be going down the Dodge Durango road again. It seems like these are very expensive vehicles to maintain here. I would think we need to start looking at something else because they don't seem to hold up. I don't know what your opinion is, but
The one thing I will tell you, the Fords are as bad, if not worse, than the Durangos. And there's not enough room in them either. They're actually smaller in the cab than
Yeah,
when you start putting the computers and the cage in it. The last one we had, when we had the cage in it, the seat wouldn't go all the way back, and that was an issue. Yeah.
Ford, that's why,
Ford.
that's why you have Chevy and Dodge
Yeah.
in front of you.
Are most departments going to Tahoes now?
A lot of departments are
Yeah.
going to the
Yeah.
Tahoes.
Yeah, they're bigger car, they're roomier. I think they're beefier.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any question
Yeah.
there. Probably better than Durango.
Yeah,
But it seems like
I
we got a
think-
lot of those and a lot of trouble.
personally, it's time we
Well,
try different
the
vehicles.
one thing I will say with that 17, the 17, they had an issue with the tip-em box in it that they never actually addressed. They fixed it with the newer models, but they never did come up with a fix for that 17. That's been one of the biggest issues we've had with that cruiser. The other issue with that one is it was the year before they actually started making a police package for the Durangos. That's another reason why we got the issues with it, because when
No, it
we're,
wasn't a police car.
yeah, when you're stomping on it to get somewhere quick, that motor really wasn't designed for it. The two new ones we don't have that issue with. But the Tip-em, we replaced, what are we on, the fifth one now? Fifth or sixth one
Must be
that we
eight.
kind of put in it.
Yeah, Yeah.
So, and that's been an issue since day one. And again, it was an issue that they never found a solution for. They just kind of let it slide, but they did correct it going forward with the other cruisers, so.
What is Rutland City use?
They have a mix. Most of what they're getting now are the Tahoes.
I thought they recently took order of Expedition. I know I've seen one Expedition who's a supervisor, I think, and there's another Expedition that I've seen out running around.
I know
one
the
that-
last 4 I think they got were Tahoe.
Tahoes.
The Expedition is bigger than the Tahoe.
Yes, it is.
yeah, that's huge.
That's
Yeah.
really big.
Expedition's the same
Yeah,
size.
like that.
I'll take 6 inches off of my rig out front and that's an Expedition.
So what are people's thoughts?
Need a car.
I personally, I'd go with Tahoe. It's time to try one and see it how it works out. You know, maybe a little more money, but in the long run, it may prove to be less money.
I would 100%
Well,
concur.
I would agree 100%. It's certainly worth a try.
It's worth trying it, I
New
think.
York State Police, I think, has been running Tahoes for at least the past 15 years
Yeah,
or
they-
so.
Yeah.
Most of it, yeah.
Exclusively almost.
Yeah,
So if that doesn't say something,
Did you help spec this out? The equipment on it? There's a,
No, step into that.
Stuff into the.
Oh, stuff.
Yeah,
they came from
yes,
So next question,
yep.
where else can we buy these? And there's an opportunity to have multiple bids on the same rate.
We can bid it. The beauty with this place is they do everything soup to nuts. And we go down and pick that up. The only thing we have to do is throw plates on it. Unlike the last couple where
We had a
the new
lot
one
of-
sat in the garage for 3-4 months before we were able to get it outfitted. So, you know, yeah, it's gonna cost a little bit more, but again, they do everything. So all we gotta do is just go down and pick up the keys and it's ready for the road.
Nothing else to add on to this place.
I don't believe so.
What about the radios and all that stuff?
The radios and everything,
That's
that's why you have the price up here. It includes the
Right.
radios and everything that's on the back. Because you'll see the price on page 505,
Oh, yeah.
and then you'll see add radios and antennas to give you the price.
Which is this, right?
Yes. So this page here has, it shows add antennas.
Shows the add.
Yeah.
Yep.
those ones, yeah.
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 It's interesting though, if you can buy it.
So there's no other place that does soup to nuts?
Not like that, not that I know of. Not low, not relatively close to the area, let's put it that
Have
way.
we worked with this outfit before?
We have, but not to this extent. The last cruiser we got, we actually drove out to Buffalo to pick it up.
Yeah, that was wild.
So the 83
$199.11.
includes the radio?
Yeah.
It
Yep.
does, okay.
Yes.
I think was the camera in it or no? I think that might be the only thing we're gonna have to yank out and give them to install.
Here's the camera. I think we just have to give them what we have
Right,
because our cameras are brand new. But this even includes the docking station for the notebook, laptop and everything in it.
yeah.
What's the time frame on order to get?
And I'm not sure. It depends on the availability of the Tahoes. Cause I know the first time that we looked at it, not for this quote, but time or two before, there was a wait for them, but I'm not sure about now. They may have them.
This was done in August, July.
July.
You wanna check for?
That's still, is that still an effective quote?
I asked Stefan and I did not get an updated one yet from him. He said he believed that this was within a couple $1,000s of
Oh,
what.
we need to know.
Yeah, we need.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we need,
We need a, yeah,
because if that was July, it could be into a new model
It's
year.
almost August.
yeah.
You might still be able to.
Well, I don't know if any of this stuff is effective.
Well, this one
there.
says 2026 on
Oh, model year?
Oh.
it. Yep.
Oh, okay, so there shouldn't be
No,
much,
shouldn't be anything.
much change then.
No.
So what's the price?
$83,991.56.
Up bit.
But that's all set up.
That's.
Well, you've got a base model of 57,000.
Yeah.
Everything else is.
Everything else got to add to it.
Which is not outrageous.
No, the other-
Based on that unit.
Durango's 41.5, so.
And you said we have only 22,000 in our replacement account?
We'll have it in there in November, yes.
Oh, have it in there. Right now it's.
Right now, it's negative $2,620.51. But
So how do we?
because what we do is we wait until taxes have been paid November 17th.
Right, then they transfer
And then we transfer to all of the
Yeah.
fund accounts,
the fund account.
equipment accounts.
Question.
We're gonna go back in the hole like we did for the last cruiser. When we had this conversation last time.
That's what
For
we
funding.
finance ourselves. And
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm
that's-
just wondering if there was.
That's just
a
like
secret
theoretical.
account. I mean, no.
No.
There is not a secret.
No, there's not.
I wish I had some gold bars in it,
No,
but I do
no.
not.
No, Mark, we don't.
No,
know what the new printer's for? Yeah.
I'm just using my multiplication factor. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we saved quite a bit on the last year, $78,000. But
Say
if I
what?
give, we saved $78,000, remember correct on that.
In
last year.
interest.
And just the
In
interest.
interest, wow.
Of course, yeah, just what I'm saying, and we have some
Yeah.
other money that's set aside in that, or is it basically coming out? of
Comes out,
general?
comes out.
It's coming out of the general.
Comes out of the general, then,
So obviously, that's
Good
something
back.
we're gonna have to address on how we fund.
yeah,
That's
Well,
one of the,
well, we need, yeah.
that's one of the reasons you'll notice in the budget,
Yeah.
proposed budget line, that's
Budget.
gone up to 35,000 from 25,000 a year.
The police department's an income generating
Yeah, it is,
vehicle there too.
oh, yeah.
Well, in this day and age, we kind of need the police department, so
Yeah.
it's not
For
a,
sure.
yeah.
You want a motion or?
I would like a motion, yeah, we should
You
have.
had a question, you had a question on the floor.
Make my motion.
Well, let's make your motion.
All right, I'll make a motion that we go ahead and buy not a Durango, the Tahoe for $83,991.56, if that holds.
53.
You don't,
56.
Oh, 56.
You wanna do it not.
I was gonna say-
Not to exceed
$84,000.
$84,000.
Yes,
There you go.
like that gives them
A little-
$2.
Little more.
And then get. All right,
Now we
Okay,
discuss.
so who had a question?
Just a goofy, is there a trade-in on that?
We usually
Trade
Probably
in the
sell it.
old.
We
usually
usually sell
yeah,
it,
we
we
sell
usually
it.
sell
And
it.
then
We sell- we
take the
put up-
money and put it towards the new one.
Yeah.
US.gov, what's it, we do the gov place,
oh,
what is it?
Municipal bids.
Yeah, it's an auction,
Yeah.
it's a.
Online auction.
the Online auction, actually, one of the cruises, we got a heck of a lot more money than we anticipated.
Yeah, we did.
Love somebody.
Well, and this one will go fully equipped,
Yeah.
right? Or other than the
Well,
cameras,
camera.
or are you gonna pull stuff out of it?
Well, you're buying all new stuff for this one,
Yeah, I know.
Cages and
do you need
There's
radio?
no cage in
There's
it.
no-
There's no codes.
Oh, there's no cage in it.
Not that one.
Oh.
I think it's probably gonna be an ad.
No, I mean, I think the only radio we may have to pull out of that is the state radio for
Fire,
to talk to fire and
yeah,
stuff.
well, that was.
That one I don't think is in,
No, you should
that
pull
quote.
that and have that put there. and then cruise it.
Right.
But that's
Yeah.
gonna offset in our general where we're going.
and obviously the camera, cause that we just
Yeah.
put in a few months ago
Yeah, right,
anyway,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's gonna come out and go down and get put in the new one.
Yeah,
they'll install it in Massachusetts.
Yep.
This outfit.
Well, you would pull your old police radio anyways and keep it here to spare because they don't want our police radio if it's selling.
No, I mean, they could probably reprogram it, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to
I would-
have a backup
I would pull
spare
it out,
kicking
yeah,
around.
I would pull it out in case we lose one.
But the lights and stuff,
No,
that'll-
lights
that
will be
goes
on,
with it,
yeah.
yeah. No,
docking station, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
there's no
well,
docking station.
There's none of that in it either?
No.
It's,
Oh,
yeah,
I
no,
guess I haven't seen that, I guess I haven't seen that car.
Well, you
I
probably
gotta
have.
drive faster, so I get pulled over more.
just go out on West Creek Road.
Yeah, you'll see it.
I noticed this spec'd out as black and white, is that?
All black.
Combination?
I think it's all black,
All
I
black,
black and
yeah.
white.
No, it says a gate black on the second line.
It does. Okay.
Yeah, it's all black,
Yeah,
yeah.
However
I
you
get
pronounce
it.
it, okay.
Well, the only other expense
To
we
me,
have
it's
is
black
that
is
it's black,
black.
or do they let?
Okay.
Black on black.
There's letterings in there too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lettering's,
Well, no, I just, yeah,
yeah, no, the
I think
lettering
we
is
just
in
have
here.
to send in pictures of what we
What you
have
want.
currently,
you know,
They do
and
it?
then they can duplicate it and put it on. Well,
Yeah.
all right, so I have a motion, it's been made and seconded, all in favor of purchasing the Tahoe to not exceed $84,000.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? All right. Okay, updated animal control ordinance, and ordinance regarding domestic animals.
So I gave you the current animal control ordinance, and then I gave you the proposed one. This is what VLCT is no longer is using this. This is the one they're using. They're using the domestic animals one. So I gave them to Rich because he actually listened in on a couple of court cases dealing with dogs, and they recommended stronger language. So we have put that in this policy to reflect that stronger language, so it would have a better chance of standing up in court. And then the only other change we made from VLCTs is The domestic animals one did not have the unconfined dog and heat or lack of current license and rabies tag, so we added them back in because we felt strongly that those needed to be in there. But in the nuisance disturbing the peace, we have added, all of the different animal sounds you can make, making some other noise for continuous period of 30 minutes or more, or frequent, long, continuous noise, barking, howling, which disturbs the comfort of people in the vicinity. One of the judges had said that it really needs to say that it's disturbing the comfort of people in the vicinity in order to be able to be able to help. So we did add that in here as per what Rich heard on the court cases. And he really liked the domestic animals one. He felt like it had a lot more teeth in case there was other animals that were causing disturbances.
All right, what do people think?
Sounds good to me.
Motion,
Motion, make a
Well-
motion, we adopt the new ordinance for domestic animals as proposed.
Second.
Any discussion?
Has Gary looked it over?
Gary has not looked this one over,
I know, they took out all the working farm dogs and little hybrid stuff.
Yeah,
but this was the one that VLCT had up on theirs, other than the addition of unconfined dog and heat, lack of current license, and the addition of what the judge said he'd like to see in a statute.
that should fly.
Now, is there an exemption for like livestock guardian dogs?
So there is, if you look. If you give me just a second, I will find it.
Well, is that why they took the working farm dog out of the?
I think they,
That's not. To create that exemption?
yes. I don't know, I was bouncing between the two, so. When I was fixing the notes. I think it did take out your working farm dog from just now. So they're exempt.
Okay.
okay. Working farm dog,
You think Gary should look this over or?
What do you want?
I mean,
it's the one that's in there.
probably wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'll make your motion contingent.
Yeah,
on
contingent on Gary's approval, yeah.
You willing to
I
do
am.
that for a second?
Okay, second.
I'll do it quickly.
Yeah,
Citizen birds are
yeah.
still.
So there goes.
What is it?
Citizen birds, I don't even know what that means.
What's a citizen bird?
What's a two-car partridge and a turnip's trail?
In a pear tree.
Chucker, it's chucker, I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's.
So why are we regulating them? Can't regulate them. That's a wild animal, isn't it?
Well, they can.
No.
Thank you, the chucker is the.
It was already, it was in the one we already had.
Okay,
But yeah, no, which I guess I never read the whole list, because some of these are interesting, like water buffalo.
We can just.
That's a domestic Vermont animal, there is it?
Apparently,
Might have been one somewhere.
okay, I've got a motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
opposed. Okay, camera upgrade quotes for budget purposes.
So I will let you know, I have no skin in this game and I don't care if we table this for eternity. This woman from Verkada, the sales rep, she's very pushy and she wanted the select board to see her pricing. So I said, fine, I will put it on the agenda. She is by far the most expensive
Oh,
and she has proprietary uses. I will say that our local vendor was very nice and had a conversation with me and gave other options as well. Knowing that she was being pushy and
Yeah.
said,
No.
so this covers this building, highway and fire department. And maybe water sewer. We know that we need to upgrade. It's not something I'm looking to do right away. This would be great for capital planning purposes, so that we have an idea. We can definitely table it, and I can let her know.
Agree that.
I don't even want to discuss it anymore. We got a lot of reasons.
Yep.
No
Orders and
time.
payroll. Any questions on them?
I just gulped at the $2 million check though, that's all.
Yeah, that, well, you brought it up instead of me, so yeah.
Well, I figured you'd get heavy.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
You want to say the same thing Dave does?
No, let him say that.
All right. I don't want to steal your thunder.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Are we getting the bang for our buck? I don't know. Are we?
How many
I'm gonna
times
plead
have
the
I felt-
fifth on that one. Probably not the best that I answer.
Oh, okay. We better move on.
Yeah, I think we need to move on. Does anybody have any questions on it?
I'm still
No.
Yeah, well, it's, yeah. Yeah,
Something has to.
okay. You will stop being the select board and open as the water and sewer commission. Water hatch bid results.
So I'm gonna walk out of the meeting. I had nothing to do with this, other than I put the ad in the paper and I helped Sean change dates on the project. He took it from there. He met with contractors. He and Corey opened the bids,
Okay.
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk out.
Look, we have 2 bids.
We did.
Looks like we had 2 bids, Charbonneau Design and Construction for 3483. And Richard Reed for 5,200.
Yep.
So. What people's thoughts are, but I think it's pretty obvious. at this
Yeah.
point.
So both have a 2-week completion. Huh?
Right.
Both have a 2-week.
And that's by the end
They
of the
both
month.
met with
That's by the
Sean.
end of the month. Yep.
Okay,
I make a motion to award it to Charbonneau.
We had a second.
second.
Any discussion?
You want to
All
put a
in what?
dollar in your motion, please?
What's the dollar?
It was
3,483.
What, where's the job description?
It's on
It's
the,
on there.
in the bid.
It is?
Mm,
It was on.
It,
uh,
it went out to them before, did it not get copied in our packets?
Probably not. Probably
I
not.
don't see it in the back.
No, but it was happened,
Liability insurance.
Yeah.
was on.
I wasn't here when this was taken up before, but I'd kind of like to know what the job description is.
It's a new,
It was,
It-
I know.
Part of the 2024 sanitary survey results,
they have to
that
do.
they,
Yep.
parts that they had to fix and repair because the age
The age of the
of the
cover.
cover.
There's
It's
two,
essentially the seal.
evidently up near our water tank on what's, it's up by Butch Spalding's on
Yeah.
Plains Road,
Well, up the hill there.
wherever.
Yeah.
That way,
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
that way. Near that, there's
There's
2
a-
old tanks.
Yeah.
It must be in-ground tanks. And the covers on them are getting bad, so in 2024.
Infiltration.
The sanitary
Their
inspection.
survey said that we needed to
They needed
replace
to
or repair the covers.
And that was the
So-
biggest offense
Offense, yeah,
That we
that
had,
they had.
so we're gonna.
repairing those covers.
So who oversees the job, Sean?
Sean.
Um,
Done that. Yeah. He met with both contractors.
Move the vote, move the vote.
Yeah.
right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay,
You want Ann to come
drought
back?
help.
Yeah.
I'll text her.
Yeah.
And
And
Yeah.
Pops after.
Thanks, Bill.
This was just a continuation, wasn't it, from last meeting?
Yes.
And I'm assuming so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're on for the drought help.
So the drought help, I gave you guys an email that Sean received from the state. I typed up town of Pittsford emergency water policy according to what my notes were from our last meeting. This email that Sean received basically said how you choose to respond is up to you. Consider your capacity to serve, what your fees are going to be, your access and public safety, collaboration and communication. I tried to include most of those points in the policy terms. The only thing I didn't know was how much we wanted to charge per gallon. We charge $6.50 per 1,000 if it's in the home water users, but this is more manual labor because Sean has to be present and everything. So I didn't know what cost per gallon.
I would think we could have a minimum fee.
Yeah.
Possibly a cost per gallon.
So in the policy, I had said the cost per gallon will be determined annually by the select board so that it's not, we don't have to,
Yeah.
not set, so we don't have to change it every time.
Well, then I
Something
think
occurred.
so. We need to have a minimum fee that covers time that Sean is there. I mean,
Right.
whether it's a half an hour minimum
Yeah.
fee, so that we're covering that, and then a price on the water itself,
Okay.
so.
So I can change
Two
them.
recommendations then.
I've been trying to figure it out all day
Yeah.
for the last few days, actually.
Okay.
How much we would charge. I agree. I like the minimum fee because Sean's time is valuable. And
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody's filling up 5 gallons, you don't want it to cost, under $5 or $10 because
No, we're not doing that.
you're losing money with Sean sitting there.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
You can go to Hannaford's.
I don't,
You can go to Hannaford's and get it. If you're only gonna do 5 gallons.
yeah. And I think we had said that we wanted to do a minimum of 10 gallons is what Sean had recommended, just because of the pipe. He was able to purchase pipe because you said you wanted it.
New homes.
New
yeah.
hose. It's $5.08 a lineal foot, and he only needed 20 feet, so it was just over $100. And then he needed 4 ends, and the 4 ends were not that expensive. So he went ahead and purchased it, so we have it. So even if we need it to haul for our own municipal uses, we have clean hoses. I've been trying to find what others are doing, and I haven't found anything yet.
think
For
with the
pricing.
minimum fee, it's not gonna make it feasible for somebody to come and get 15 gallons.
No,
Oh, no,
But you can go buy the jugs for a lot less than it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
to get it.
well, right, this
So we're
would be,
talking bulk.
talking bulk, like somebody who has the plastic sap tanks, or
A 200-gallon tank or
So
something.
we've got to set a fee per gallon
that's what the recommendation is.
Minimum.
plus a
plus
service fee or whatever for
Yeah,
Sean's time.
yeah,
But what if you made it on like a certain day? Wednesdays and Saturdays or
This is-
something, when.
This is emergency.
Yeah.
I understand, but if
If
it's
it's
something
on-
that's like 500 gallons that they're getting, or even if you have
They're
15
feeding cattle.
people that want 10 gallons
Yeah,
each.
this could be a farmer though that needs to fill a 1,500
Sap
gallon
bucket.
tanker truck or something like that.
Yeah, we don't sell a tanker truck.
Fill a 2,000 gallon tanker, depending where you're filling it from, maybe 10 minutes.
I think if Sean is tied up somewhere, then.
Yeah, I mean,
Tyler,
Tyler could do it.
Tyler can do it.
Yeah. Probably.
Mhm.
So we gotta set a per gallon fee and
Min.
a
Minimum,
minimum fee.
and then we're still gonna do,
or is it a service fee?
we could call it a service fee instead of a minimum fee. And then we do want something for them to sign for the liability.
Liability,
Right.
yeah. So would it behoove you to sit down with Sean and just get a feel for how much time he thinks it could take to fill these up,
Yeah.
that will give us a place to
Better
go.
idea.
And
Yeah.
then base it on his hourly rate that he gets
Yeah,
paid,
keep him-
and that'll give you a place to start on that,
Yep.
and then.
Keep in mind, this is emergency too. But if people start to abuse it a little bit,
Well,
we
yeah.
might wanna look at that again. But we get it rolling on.
Well, I think it's gonna be, probably by the time we figure this all out, it's gonna be pricey enough per gallon, so people probably won't abuse it. I mean, it is. I mean, it's not gonna be cheap, but you need water too, so.
I mean, it's not cheap to have it hauled in by hauler.
Not from the
So,
prices you showed us, no.
no, so
No, so this will be less than that.
it'd be
but
less
it's
than that, but.
Not gonna be,
We don't
Free
have a
water.
bunch of tractor
No.
trailers either.
right,
So we're going to talk to Sean.
I'll talk to Sean and we'll figure out timing.
Let's table till we have exact numbers.
numbers.
Has anybody been calling?
I have had one woman call, she's called me twice, she's called Rich once. She is getting it from friends and family right now, but she's been without for probably over a month now. We do have,
Looking for a hauler, or does she have?
she has containers to be able to get it. You know, she said she's buying her drinking water at the store, but she's using this for the toilets, the showers, the
Okay.
water.
Alright, so we'll shut down as water and sewer and open as liquor board, Red Clover Ale LLC for disc golf tournament, 10/25/25.
Yep.
And we got a motion, we
Yep.
had a second? Okay. Is that a second?
No, I
You do it
just was.
Oh, that's
Stan.
like bidding it on. So, all right, all in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Okay, that is the end of our open meeting.
What was it
We
sign?
gotta sign,
Got a sign.
gotta sign your life away.
Oh, my God.
So you went back into
Go back.
select board at 7:57.
Yeah. It's a good thing you did, all right, so you're on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's gotta keep track.
Oops. Name, Billy over here.
I'm so observant. So I just like to keep it from the other.
They're all me.
We're gonna do that one.
Okay.
Good up there, sign on there, I guess, I don't know if I'm paying attention. What's
Nope,
this,
you gotta sign that one.
this one?
Is that why?
Hey, we give me this one?
Yes, no,
No. we didn't.
everything I give you has a thingy.
I hope so.
You dig?
You're gonna print it?
Doesn't take much.
I can.
I don't know.
No, you don't have to, know. I just signed it.
Is that it?
I'm trying to figure out where we're at with the policies. Gary's gotta check them, so I'm gonna have him sign them next meeting, and then that way, we're good. This one, the sticky keep falling
I feel
out.
okay, so that 20,000 towards the lights at, Next Husky Fields, it was awesome.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Feel very-
Oh, was it?
But, that's all right.
You know, we don't have that.
Says Mr. Middlebury over there.
Yeah.
Easy, bro.
Come on, slacker.
Lord.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Me too. I was at work at 6:45 this morning.
Hey, come on, stop. Let's.
Hey, you relax, just you scribble.
Everybody see that they're trying to close down Caverly again.
Yeah.
Knowing the yearly, actually now they're trying to cut down, close all the preschool.
Yeah.
Well, if they do, we get Carol building down.
No, that's not actually, we won't,
Huh?
according to what they, did you see the list? That said that they would, Whiting would get their building back.
We
We
did,
would-
well, we would go to court over it.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Exactly.
But I think as long as they use it for school purpose, just like the SLU building, we don't have that,
I think we should probably go back to our.
which I always thought that seemed
Why
weird
wouldn't
to
they
me,
put-
just because the janitor.
What are they gonna use it for?
They rent it, don't they?
They
rent it
ran
out.
the
Take your
janitor.
money off.
They changed it from a school building to a rental property with no zoning changes on it.
I don't know how
We
that
looked
would-
into that, but then
No, we never really followed
they
through. We
didn't
should
follow
have.
through enough.
Should have.
I know. Well, it's not too late. No,
It's our tax money,
Yeah,
They're renting it out?
but what would
Yeah.
they use, what, I can't foresee what the, is that building for.
Yeah. They're taking them.
Storage.
We sold it to them for $1.
but and the funny thing is that they often don't have enough room at Lothrop, and they gave away that, there used, that
Why
used to be space that they used
Overflow.
for children.
yeah.
That, yeah, because that's where the preschool should go down there beside the town hall in that building.
Everybody should not move from where it is right now,
Well-
at birth.
Well,
I will
agree,
fight
but-
that.
Well, it's gonna have to sometime, the building ain't gonna last forever.
Well, we got Bernie money for that building, so yeah, it sure will. It's over $3 million in there.
Mr. Chairman, are you in executive?
Are we going into executive now?
Yes, so we're going into executive in accordance with one. Or I need a motion to go into executive in accordance with one VSA 313A, where premature general public knowledge would clearly place a municipality or person involved at a substantial disadvantage to discuss the appointment, employment, or evaluation of a public officer or employee, provided that a public body must make the final hiring or appointment decision and explain its reasons for the decision in open meeting one VSA 313A3 to include the interim town manager times 2 times 4.
So moves.
Second.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.